What's going on, man? This your boy Cortez Gainstaville Williams. And I had to come on, and you can call it a podcast, you can call it a public announcement, whatever you want to call it, man. I had to just do something. I got to talk to my people real quick, talk to all of y'all. So without further ado, I'm going to start at the state of where I see my black people at today. Now, with recent events with the police, media has it, of course, blown out of proportion. Everybody is going crazy over the police killing of the brother in Minnesota and the other incident that's going on, and then the one that, got off from shooting at the officers that came into his home. But I want to ask my people for a moment to please vibrate higher. Please think deeper on the subject. Now, coming from a person that studied crime in college for 4 or 5 years, I can assure you that these numbers that we are seeing, while they may fluctuate tiny percentages over the year from year to year, it's the same thing that's been going on for the past 35 years of my life that I've lived to see. This is nothing new under the sun. This is just more video footage. This is just more media coverage putting it out. But it's not like an epidemic or something that's going on. That's for one. Now think to yourself, when was the last time that something like this happened? When was the last time riots was going on and black folks was upset about polices and we were just, so in a state of rage? When was that? Roughly about 4 years ago, right? So what was going on at that time? What's going on now? You know what I mean? You gotta think, I'm upset. What's going on in this world? What's the big thing that's going? Since I'm focusing on these polices and outrages and stuff, let me take a step back, let me breathe real quick, and let me see what is actually going on in the world. Look closer. In this country, there's an election, a presidential election. What happened 4 years ago when all of this was going on? An election, a presidential election. So we're being diverted to look at all of this crime and police is beating and killing black folks and stuff while there's an election going for the second consecutive time within a 4-year span. So this isn't an anomaly. This isn't something that just randomly happened. And this is how you got to look at the suspect and of the matter and what's going on, man. Because, I'm not gonna lie to you, if you're for the cause, then you need to be for the cause 24/7. You should have been for the cause 4 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. You should have been just as mad during Sandra Bland to right now what just happened today. But no, you weren't. Most people weren't. You know what I mean? Facebook wasn't on fire like this. I'm not even gonna get into it. But anyway, that's what you have to look into, man. What are they trying to divert our attention to? What are they taking our attention away from? Now, on the subject of the election, what I'm getting sick and tired of is people trying to squeeze or force a vote, make it seem like, there's only one way you got to go. If I only got one vote, then you telling me the whole system is fraud to begin with, because your vote isn't to be out of fear or we have to do this or this is gonna happen. No, if you look up the definition of vote, it's for something you believe in, someone you believe in, some cause you believe in, at least someone who believes in one of your causes or something about you or something that stands with you. When Obama won the election, it wasn't simply because black people was voting for him. It's because he was also had a big following of the gay community, and they were putting their money behind him, and they had certain policy and procedures that they wanted him to propose and put into effect, which he ended up doing for him. And it changed history, changed rights, which I'm fully for and everything, but that's a perfect example of how to utilize a vote. So I'm asking you now, for all you people that was yelling, whether it was Hillary Clinton 4 years ago or Joe Biden today, What are you physically gaining from this? What do you support in this candidate? You know what I mean? What is it that's gonna make our life so much better by picking him without mentioning the other person's name? Because if you just go, oh, well, it's not Trump, or, oh, Trump, 4 more years of Trump. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Once you reach a certain age, doesn't matter who sits in the White House. What you do is gonna be what you do. There's always gonna be stuff to dodge and situations to put yourself out of, and that's coming from a black man. I'm seeing a lot of black men just like coming to realization like we haven't been living in this state our whole lives. I don't know, maybe your life was a little sheltered than mine, but I pretty much came out the womb seeing police brutality. I saw my cousin get his ass whooped at my grandma's house when I was not even in kindergarten. So that's how it affects me. This is nothing. This is Wednesday. You know what I mean? This isn't something new under the sun. So we shouldn't give our reactions to him. Now let's break down the situation of reacting in such a way. You remember the movie Back to the Future? Marty McFly, whatever his name was. He had this issue where, if you called him chicken, he was gonna nuck if you buck. He was gonna, whatever it was, he was going down with it just because you called him a chicken. Well, if you watch the whole series, it got to a point to where Doc didn't want to tell him, but it was gonna get him killed. And we actually got to see that moment. He was in his car and he was revving the engine, and somebody behind him pulled up and was like, yeah, we're gonna race right now, player. And they started revving the engines, and then the dude pulled off, and instead of pulling off Marty McFly, he just hit the brakes. And a big semi-truck came out of nowhere and smashed him. That's a life lesson right there. His emotions being controlled almost got him killed. And that's what's happened to us right now. They know how to push our buttons. Oh, let's make the black people mad. Oh, we mad now. We upset. We're upset now. We have to do this. Not knowing that they're diverting that anger. Excuse me. Not knowing that they are diverting that anger, using that as a basis to subdue one of their plots, to put one of their plans into play. And we can't fall into that, man. Like, if we gonna be upset like me, man, I don't get beef with nobody. I don't get upset with nobody, because if it does, you gonna be smelling my cologne. It's just that I'm not recording nothing. I'm not talking to it about nobody or to nobody. I'm coming straight to your highs. And that's my plan, and I'm gonna attack it. And then after that, it's over. That's how we have to be about these situations, not just posting and protesting and doing all this stuff that has no end to it, no result to it. And I'm not down in protest, because Martin Luther King was a genius, but his genius wasn't just in doing the protests. It was the boycotts along with the protests. Without the boycotts, the protests would not be anything. It would be substanceless. It would be nothing. He used those to cripple the opponents. All of the white bus drivers, all of the white businesses at the diners, and whatever it was he chose to boycott, they felt that economic pinch. And that's what forced policy to come into play. Now, back to the election. Who's gonna go for our cause? Who's gonna go for our platform? Neither one of them. Joe Biden has not given his 100% support of anything. He said a couple of things that make you, oh yeah, that's nice. And even the audacity to let him come on the show with Charlemagne like that, and the way that he spoke with us, like, oh yeah, buddy, hell yeah, we got to get this. For real though, is that how you do your constituents in North Carolina? When you speak in DC, do you speak with them with that same level of respect? No, but let me come around a NC, what it is? Let me come around the NAACP party with my pants sagging and say, yeah, man, hey, cuz, you mind if I vote on something? They gonna look at me crazy. Yeah, man, I'm trying to be a part of the NAACP. Nah, homie, we don't get down like that. That's how they gonna tell him. But they'll let Joe Biden all up in there. Oh, yeah, man, yeah. Nah, that's not you, that's fake. Just as fake as Hillary Clinton pulling out hot sauce. Fake. fake, and that disgusts me. You know what I mean? Which one would you rather have? Would you have the racist person that says nothing but calls the police behind your back, or cut your tires when you ain't looking, or wears a hood, you know what I mean? Put the hood on with the KKK so you can't see his face? Or the one that flat out tell you, I don't like niggers? I take that one right there, because I look at him, I know it. He don't like me, I don't like him, and that's where it ends. We know where we stand. We ain't gonna be at each other's barbecues. I'm gonna be on my side of the fence, he gonna be on his side of the fence. And we cool. If some aliens come down, we gonna party together for a minute, we gonna knock the aliens out, we gonna dap each other out, and then go right back to our side of the fence, because we have a mutual understanding. And that's how I feel about certain candidates. I'm not gonna say no name, but I know where they stand. I know what the last 4 years been like. Do I support either one? Hell no. Hell no. But am I gonna be forced to choose one? And what's one of the reasons they say, oh, your people, they died for the right for you to vote? No, they died for the right for me to make a choice in bettering my situation. That's what they died for. They didn't die just for the right to vote. Y'all are minimalizing it into one word when it's much more than that. Language can be distraught. Language can be manipulated. They didn't die just for us to vote. They died for us to be heard. They died for our lives to have meaning. They died for us to have people in office that will portray our wishes and our ambitions. That's what they died for. And to be honest with you, if they were still alive, they'd still be fighting right now, because we have none of that in the system that's put into play right now. Have nobody to vote for. And that's all the way down to the city councils in some cities. Definitely with the governors. Most of the governors. Got nobody to vote for. One crook, this crook, that crook. You know what I mean? But my main thing today was just to get everybody to focus on what's in front of you, man. Don't let media, don't let what's going on affect your mood, because at the end of the day, if you're not vibrating in peace and love, and that's coming from a gangster, if you're not vibrating on peace and love, then you're wasting energy. You're burning energy that you don't need. It's like being in a 454 engine and sitting in the Chevy and you just, you know what I mean? You just got it revving and burning all of that gas, spinning in place, burning all them tires, and ain't going nowhere. One thing with me is everything I do try to have meaning, so I'm not gonna waste energy on that. Do I feel bad for the people in the situation? Yes, prayers goes up to them. Sorry for the family, the parents, all of that. But when it's all said and done, they people not gonna ride for them half as hard as half of the people on the internet. And that's real. Yeah, they mamas and dads and sisters and brothers gonna ride, but they family not, you know what I mean? Mine, I'm something different. Something happened to me, best believe somebody finna be seen. If they can't smell my cologne, if I'm not here for them to smell my cologne, then they gonna smell some of my family members' cologne. They gonna smell some of my friends' cologne. You ain't gotta do no march. You don't have to do no Facebook page. You don't have to do nothing. Just throw a party at my funeral and let me know that business will be handled. I'm gonna let you know that business is gonna be handled right now. Cause my people, yeah, we ain't about that. But anyway, I'm finna wrap this up, man. Hopefully there'll be more of these to come. If you like, go ahead and share from a YouTube page. That should be one posting this up at. Check out my websites, my Facebook, my Instagram, all Gainstaville, Gainstaville. Check out my Reverb Nation page, Reverb Nation /Gainstaville. YouTube channel, Gainstaville. New music to come. Music that's posted is already dope. Got some stuff to make you think. Cause, boy, we need a lot of that right now, don't we? Peace.